all local, all morning. You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
Now at 6, this is a live look 6 days after a water main break in Waterbury. People are still waiting for their water to return and be safe to drink again. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is live in Waterbury. He will tell us more about repair efforts in just a few minutes and when homeowners and businesses could see the water running once again. 6 o'clock, good Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us on Fox 61 and streaming on Fox 61 Plus. I'm Bridget Burelow.
And America Areas, we hope your morning's off to a good start so far. Thanks for checking in. It's going to feel definitely a little bit different out there for sure. This is the start of our warm-up track, right?
Yeah, really peaking on Friday, that's for sure. Temperatures today, 40s, near 50 tomorrow, and then eventually up around 60 degrees on Friday morning. But that also comes with an opportunity for some rain, some of it coming down heavy at times for the Friday morning commute, in addition to some rain too. But in the meantime, warming up 40s to near 50. And temperature wise this morning, we are warmer than this time yesterday, anywhere from 2 to about 11 degrees warmer, depending on where you are. So we're sitting right around 37 degrees towards Groton, 27 right now in Willimantic, 30 in Hartford, and around 34 degrees in New Haven out the door. Now, wind speeds are up this morning. We are reporting some gusts up around 20 to 25 miles per hour. And there could be an occasional gust this afternoon closer to 30. So that wind chill may be out there too. We're starting off the morning with a little bit of clouds. We'll see decreasing clouds, increasing sunshine. Temperatures move to the upper 30s around noontime, and then eventually we'll get close to the lower 40s this afternoon. So 43 in Bristol, 44 in Hamden today, as well as in Hartford. Seems like 44 is the number across the state, like in southeastern Connecticut towards Waterford and Groton, Mystic and Stonington reporting around 44 degrees this afternoon. Heading through the day tomorrow, it's going to be a cold start. So be mindful of any isolated slick spots in those first steps out the door, as we will have melting ongoing today and also for tomorrow too. Temperatures close to 50 degrees in the afternoon. Then we are watching a round of rain that develops mainly after 10 o'clock on Thursday, and then eventually 10 p.m. and then eventually we'll wind down between about 1 and 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon. We'll have more details on that, plus any chances for rain in the next 7 days or so coming up in just a bit. Here at 6:02, largely quiet across the state now that we had this incident over in the Rocky Hill area wrap up for the morning commute. So our drive from Hartford, Windsor to the 84 interchange is around 3 minutes. New Britain Ave to the Hartford Tunnel is 5, and Glastonbury to the Founders Bridge is 6. There's no delays on 91 after that crash has cleared. Bridget.
News, no delays there, Rachel. Thank you. 6:02 is your time. This is a developing story. All public schools in Waterbury will be closed again today. Crews have started the process to get the water turned back on, but it's taken 6 days after an original water main break last week.
Yeah, that break cut off water to tens of thousands of people in the city and surrounding communities. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is joining us live from Waterbury with the latest on the repairs. And Glenn, has the city put out a timeline on when this could finally all be resolved?
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Erica. It looks like the end of this week is when city leaders are aiming to get the water flow and everything all good to go for people to drink and bathe. And actually, they're working on this water main right now. I'm going to take a step out of the way so you can see what we have going on here this morning. You can see those crews digging into this side of Thomaston Avenue now after this latest water main break earlier in the week that caused really all this mayhem to go on. Now, the pressure is on quite literally to make sure that the water is restored properly. Last night, we're told that the water is slowly filling up the system, which helped restore water to folks on the east side of the city. But this process of recharging is crucial to getting the water back up and running. Now, this whole situation from the original water main break last week up until today has been labeled a disaster. Schools are closed today with the potential for more closings this week until water can return to normal. Restaurants are forced to shut down because the water they're getting isn't safe for consumption, and the city is still under that boil water advisory. Now, Waterbury Water Superintendent Brad Millay said hopefully they get the all clear on drinking and bath water in the next 48 hours, but he explains there are still some hurdles to overcome before we get to that point.
Best case scenario, we are taking samples tomorrow morning, having them to the lab early tomorrow afternoon, which would allow us to get results 24 hours after that.
Now, in the meantime, volunteer groups are still handing out water to folks who need it. It's going to be at the Municipal Stadium starting at 9 a.m. That's where they're giving out that water. They're going to be doing that until they run out of water for the next couple of days. Live in Waterbury, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thanks. So behind us is a look at the pipe repairs. My goodness, and while people wait for their water to be turned back on, bottled water is being given out to those in need.
But one family says it isn't enough, and now they're having to make some tough choices at a rough time right around the holidays. Fox 61's Tim Lateau is in Waterbury with this exclusive interview.
Sapphire Martin's family is staying at a hotel room in Farmington because they need running water. This mom lives paycheck to paycheck, and she says she was forced to choose between taking care of her sick kids and Christmas.
Knowing that we have a very old water main system, why haven't we been working on since fall to fix this so it doesn't happen again?
Sapphire Martin dealt with a long water main break just a couple months ago, and now it's happened again. She says she reached out to the city multiple times and has only received one case of bottled water for her family of 4, and that it's not enough.
My family have been completely abandoned by, the people who are supposed to, look out for us.
To make matters worse, the Martin family had a stomach bug going through their house.
So we have right now 2 blankets at home that are soiled that we haven't been able to wash, an unflushed toilet at home.
With no way to do the laundry or anywhere for her kids to take a bath, Martin knew she needed to get a place with running water. She says she lives paycheck to paycheck and as a last resort had to spend her Christmas savings and turn to the father of her kids for help to get a hotel room.
Their father reached out to his boss asking for an advancement on his paychecks to get us a room.
While the water main break appears to have turned a corner, the crisis couldn't have come at a worse time of year for Martin, who says it cost her family their Christmas.
I spent all year struggling for this time of year, trying to give them that one time of year where it's special. And I'm not going to be able to provide that.
A tough time of year for that mom, but thankfully her family and so many others are being helped this holiday season by CT Adopt a Family for Christmas. We have more information on that on our website at fox61.com. In Waterbury, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
Really feel for those families, Tim. Thanks. And as the water main break impacts Waterbury and neighboring towns, we'll continue to keep you updated on our free Fox 61 News app. Make sure to have your push notifications turned on to never miss an update. You can also stream us now and for free on Fox 61 Plus.
6:07 now, and investigators in Rhode Island are asking for the public's help as they continue to search for answers in the shooting that left 2 people dead on the Brown University campus. Now take a look here at your screen right now. Investigators have released a video timeline of the movements of a person of interest in this case. A poster released by the FBI describes the person as about 5 feet 8 inches tall with a stocky build, and a reward of up to $50,000 is being offered now for information that can lead to an arrest and conviction. Investigators say the person in these photos and videos should be considered armed and dangerous.
It's important for our public to see that. I think that we're hoping that helps them maybe analyze the video a little different, and then maybe those movement patterns can actually, help them identify someone that they might know, they might have grew up with, they might have worked with, they might see them at a local business, and so that's what we're hoping for.
Officials say they have received more than 200 tips related to the investigation, but there are no potential leads at this moment. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley says that 1 person remains in critical condition, 5 others are still in stable condition, and 2 others who were hurt have been released from the hospital. Officials tell us that they're going to hold another press conference later today, with the very latest on the investigation. And it was another emotional day at Brown, and the community continues to remember the victims, Ella Cook and Muhammad Aziz Umarzakov. Junior Isabel Tribe says that she was on campus studying when the alerts went out. She and others scrambled to hide. They say they won't feel safe until the shooter is caught. Meanwhile, people that we spoke with say that stricter gun laws, not just tougher security measures, are needed to prevent future tragedies.
We immediately got up and looked for somewhere to hide in the basement of the library. My first thought was, we don't know where this person is, and a library felt like a target.
She also said that the building doors were often left propped open for staff members. She says security has been lacking at the university. And remember, you can find all of our coverage of the investigation on Fox 61 Plus. You can also get the latest on our free news app and on fox61.com.
6:10 now. Jonathan Anita was back in court yesterday for the first time since November in the Jacqueline Mimi Torres Garcia murder case. The 11-year-old girl's body was discovered earlier this year behind a house in New Britain. Nanita, along with Mimi's mother and aunt, have all been charged in connection with the child's death. In yesterday's brief hearing, Nanita told the judge he's exercising his right to probable cause hearing, which is scheduled for next month. That hearing will determine if prosecutors have enough evidence to formally move forward with the case. And new this morning out of Norwich, police say a woman was hurt in a domestic violence incident at Cumberland Farms last night. Officers say Ricardo Charles physically assaulted the woman, threatened her, and forced her into a vehicle before taking off. Police say they found Charles during a motor vehicle stop. They found a victim at a different location, and she was treated there for her injuries. Charles is expected to appear in court later on this morning.
Well, still to come in our 6 o'clock hour here at Fox 61. Kraft Heinz has a new CEO coming ahead of its split. What we know about the person in that new position.
Plus, the UConn men and women's basketball teams both keep on winning. It's a good trend. A look at when both teams will take the court next.